Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday is DCA day. Today, we are starting the Compound Challenge. The road to $1 million. So make sure you smash the like button. Woo! All right. Smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Thursday. Let's get into some charts, guys. I'm super excited for today's episode, today's live stream, whatever you want to call it. What's going on, Philly? Philly said, damn, everything looks awesome and so clear in the 55-inch. Nice. That's what I like to hear. What about this? This is about to crack your screen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah! I'm just kidding. I'm normal size now. That better? I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. All right, let's see. Billy said Bitcoin is holding, but alt's dumping for 2 days. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That was fun. All right, Bitcoin chilling, 103,524 and 55 cents. Oh, I forgot to set up the thingy for the thingy. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want to be fumbling around with this later. I'm noticing over time that I'm not good at words very much either. My speech is just slowly turning into a slurred mess. There we go. Much better. And now we're ready. Okay. J Shear 2.0 said, yo, what's up, fam? What's good, Philly? What's going on, J Shear? Yeah. I don't know. Bitcoin is... Chewy said, yo, why we no go? Yeah, the PPI was bullish, so I'm not sure. It's definitely an anomaly. We'll have to see what happens after the close today. Stock market looked relatively decent all day, too. Bitcoin chilling, though, 103, 485, and 2 cents. Let's get rid of some of these green lines and go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we stand as far as liquidity goes. Today marks day 1 of our compound trading challenge as well. We're going to see if we can actually do anything in regards to that. Is he still bear? Bronson goes back and forth every other day, it seems. Kind of like everybody else. All right, zoom in. Let's see. We got 118.43 million right there. Or I'm sorry. At 102.144. Okay, interesting. That's right at that 786. We got 102.865. I had a really weird encounter today, and it kind of tripped me out. We got 104.146. We got... Let's go up top. 104.866. I like that. Let's stick with that for now. But yeah, we're chilling. We are chilling. Yeah, I'm not really quite sure what to make of this. It's got the exact same vibe as this. Where is it? Hold on. So, let me get to a cleaner chart. I need like a really, really clean chart. Maybe this one? Yeah, okay. So this guy right here, we go up, we dip, little flat, up, dip. Right here we go up, we dip, little flat, up, dip. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's literally like a miniature version of this. This big guy right here is happening on a small scale right here. I don't know if it's a distribution pattern or something. Chewy said, nope. Giovanni said, what's up? What's going on, Giovanni? Jay Shear said, nothing. Just a bunch of salute emojis. What's going on, Jay Shear? Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Thursday. But yeah, this is definitely interesting little distribution scenario going on right here. Hopefully, it doesn't turn out to be a BART. If it does, though, I'm guessing 9900K would be our support. We bounced off of 101 twice already, pretty much. We got volume spiking, which is nice. RSI is pretty much reset. In the middle, momentum waves was for a quick second over, almost entering oversold. So we'll see where we end up. I gotta put the sunglasses on. I don't think I'm used to looking at the screens for this long. Oh. There we go. That's so much better. Oh my gosh, that feels so much better. I don't know what it is, the ring light. The ring light messes with my brain. Okay, so let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Bitcoin, 2 indecisive candles in a row right now. We got to see how we close out at 8, but so far it's pretty indecisive. Current price 103.285 and 35 cents. Altcoin markets suffering a little bit. Maybe we'll get a rejection at 64% Bitcoin dominance. Paul C said, dude, you crushed the Kendu analysis yet again. You're solid. I'll stop bringing up Kendu, though. No, please, by all means. Shill some coins. Nobody else shills coins, and I eventually run out of stuff to talk about. So let's go look at Kendu, because that's exciting. I like it when I like it when I'm right about stuff. Look at that. This thing is shredding. Now, it is overbought. Like, quite a bit. It's sitting at 80, which it hasn't been at. Well, actually, it seems to go pretty high when it does pump, so it's your decision, obviously. In the past, it's stopped around 95, 92. Let's see if there's a pattern here that we can follow. Ooh, actually broke above that. I don't know what to tell you. That's pretty sick, though. 27 right now? Chilling? Dude, I hope you made bank. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. I like it when people come back and say that they killed it. That's awesome. Look at the volumes spiking up, too. This is a nice chart. You got this textbook indecisive candle right here that rejected. Danced around at that resistance as soon as you broke above it. Got a little rejection. Liquidity pullback to the halfway point at 1924. Busted above 1924. Now heading towards 2970. If it rejects off of this, then the fractal Farquad strikes again. I have no words beyond that. Let's look at JYAI really quick as well. I forget. Is this on? This is on ETH, correct? Yeah, it's gotta be on ETH. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Look at that. This one's disgusting. Beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I can't even equate that to anything. What do we got? Do we got anything with this? Sloppy. I don't know. I like that. I like that little swing. There's always a trajectory that you got to follow. And it's like, try and make it into a cereal bowl. It's the banana zone. Everyone calls it the banana zone. But if you can visualize it, the way that the liquidity flows, especially if it starts to do this, because you see it right here. It's starting to pull up. The gravitational pull, you know, it's getting pulled towards the moon, essentially. It is at some pretty hefty resistance right now, but you also kind of have a trend right here, a prevailing trend of ascending price action. So potentially, if you don't top out right here where it's at, then you could potentially go up to 10, 11. Not financial advice. It might even go past that. Who knows? But right now, JYAI killed it. Absolutely shredded to the upside. Quick Brunch said, can you take a look at Compound? Yes, I absolutely can. Apparently, I can't type. Compound on Binance. Ooh, this is a little M distribution pattern. Maybe that's what we're blinded to on Bitcoin as well. It might not be an M. It might be a harmonic, which is typically bullish. Eventually, this will break up to the upside. And again, I'm just drawing it freehand because the actual harmonic kind of irks me. Because you have to get like the measurements a certain way. I don't know why it doesn't just fix itself to those measurements. It would be a lot easier to actually trade that pattern. But this is 100% a harmonic. Let me see. Is there an option for me to draw that on here? I thought that there was. Bear with me for 1 second here, guys. Is that it? X, A, B, C, D? I think it is. Yeah, let's do that. There you go. That's exactly what it is. Sweet. Now, this is not what it is supposed to be. There's certain like measurement parameters with these numbers, which is why I don't typically use the harmonic, but it is a pattern that is traded frequently. So, in theory, I could make an argument for this. And I don't know the exact numbers. This has to be like 88 to 90 or something like that. And then this one, there's like a window of a range of numbers where each one of these numbers has to be a certain fixed within that range. And then eventually the price breaks out and it's bullish. So that's what I see right now. If I wanted to look at it from my normal trading brain point of view, you are currently sitting in a relatively decent support zone. So there would be support here. There would be support here. Well, let me pull that down a little bit more. Probably like right there. Maybe that would be my bet, because you got this essentially this neckline right here and this base, and your halfway point is about right here. So if you're going to pull back for a liquidity grab, it's probably going to bounce right there. We're on 40, 41. Not financial advice. Chewy said, so we just guessing now. That's all technical analysis does. That's all science is, technically. It's scientific practice. That's why most of the time they're like, scientists believe blah, blah, blah. And then later on, they're like, scientists completely changed their mind. And now they believe this other thing, which is the exact opposite. Science is confusing. So is technical analysis. ETH is down 3.27% on the day, currently trading at 25.23. It did break below 25.81. As long as it holds above 25, I'll be happy. It does seem to be getting some buy pressure right here. That wick looks nice. The volume is remaining relatively spiked compared to this. This was dead volume back here. We had a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher, which seems to have played out. RSI is chilling at the midpoint. Momentum wave is almost oversold, which is good. Sol is down 4.98% on the day. Looking for some support on Sol around 164, 165. So we'll see if it comes back down that far. It is in a what is this? It's like an ascending broadening wedge almost. It does look like it's ascending, yeah. Which is bullish. So we'll see how that plays out. 2 confirmed red dots. This one has played out, or it's playing out currently. That would have been a brilliant short, honestly. We'll see where everything takes us. Hopefully we get that bounce that we're looking for. Worst case scenario, we come back down to this purple trend line. That's really, if it gets really bad for whatever reason, we'll look for some support at a midpoint, maybe 150, 152. We'll see what happens. Total 3 is down 3.76% on the day, 3.83. It was like a symmetrical broadening wedge, but it looks like it's breaking down right now. We'll see if that turns into a wick. That would be nice. I would love to keep above that. I don't want to recouple to the fractal. That makes me sad. We were incredibly bullish for like 5 minutes. That looks weirdly familiar. Uh-oh. I'm going to pretend I didn't do that. But yeah, we'll see what happens with total 3. The PPI was bullish today, so I'm not sure what's happened. ADA is down 5.6% on the day, getting some nice support at 74.63. Lovely little scoop up right there. Two candles, technically. Two nice wicks of buying pressure. So we'll see if we close like that. RSI is sitting right at, what is that, 20-ish? No, 37. I always confuse this because I usually zoom out more. Or zoom in more? No, maybe I'm just crazy. I guess I'm just crazy. Wow, I thought that was 20. I think I am crazy. Wow. RSI is chilling at like 40, which is great. It's below 50. And the momentum wave is pretty oversold. SNEK is down 7.16% on the day. We had a lovely trade back here that we played perfectly. It is breaking below 35 support, which is not great. But again, we got a wick of buying pressure here. Hopefully we get that same thing right here. RSI and momentum wave, same as ADA. Looking good. XRP is down 7.55% on the day. XRP got slaughtered today. Chewy said, had a tick attached to my back, sucking my blood out today. I've never had a bite. I've had ticks all over me. I've never been bitten, but I've been a non-smoker for 2 years now, and I'm starting to get eat up by mosquitoes, so I'm wondering if that had something to do with it, like me not having a problem. I'm terrified now that I'm going to get bit, and whenever I work at the farm, I just get covered in them, and I like bathe in bug spray to make sure that I don't get too messed up. I pulled one off a stray cat that we took in months ago, years ago even, and it was freaking huge. If I have one on my body, I'm excavating that portion of my flesh out. Not happening. Nope, not okay. Yeah, XRP is seeing some sort of a liquidation event. It seems. Hopefully none of the other alts do that. If you guys see me continue to look off to the side, it's because I'm actively in a trade right now, and I don't want to get destroyed. So I also don't want to hit my stop loss and miss out on a potential rebound. HBAR is down 5.41% on the day. HBAR also had some buying pressure, but it broke below 20, which is not great. It's chilling at 19.5 right now. Halfway point, probably 19.25, maybe? We'll see if we get a nice rebound off of that. RSI and momentum wave both chilling. You long? Unfortunately, yes. SWE is down 2.87% on the day. A little rejection at 391. Yeah, I'm thinking we might pull back here. Especially SWE. I don't want to be that guy that says that and is completely wrong. That might be the case. 100 to a million portfolio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. So far, we're going to have to start over tomorrow. Oh yeah, if you guys wanna follow along that, there is a link to the Discord in the description. For you guys to follow along that. So I have I kind of repurposed an old Discord for this specific scenario. Chewy said I sold the rest of my SWE at $4. Dude, SWE's been killing it. I'm not sure what to do with it, to be completely honest. This thing's been shredding. We got 20 minutes until the daily close contest. But yeah, SWE down 2.87%, little rejection at 391. If it can get it back above that, that would be awesome. But it does look like it's trying to grab some liquidity to the downside, so we will see what happens. Ondo is down 5.24% on the day. Tom Solix said I bought, but I thought 5% a day was easy. Yeah, it's easy when you don't think about it. It's easy to think about. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens, man. Maybe it is. Maybe I'll have $250,000 in 6 months. Or I think, let's see the math. So if you start at 50 and you get 5% a day consistently compounding, after 6 months, you will have $368,000, which seems insane. So we're gonna try it, man. We're gonna try it. If I can make like 10% a day, that would be crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. And in theory, $50 is nothing. I can just rebuild that portfolio every week. This is the beginning to a gambling problem, is what we're witnessing here. We're literally witnessing the de-evolution of an investor. I'm just gonna start buying scratch-offs, guys. 5% supposed to be light. Chewy said if JJ gonna make 10K, he needs to start with 20K. Tom Selleck's code said, okay. Or, oh no, now you're getting greedy. I've been greedy. I've been greedy this whole time. Why do you think I'm in crypto? Ondo's down 5.1% on the day. Beautiful support at 95. We want to see this continue to hold. A harsh rejection at 1. It broke below it and rejected and might end up at 90 for a little retest. Aerodrome. This thing hit our target. I'm going to call that a complete win. We hit 76, exactly what I was looking for. We got our W, we got our M, we got our pullback, we got our target, and none of us made any money off of it except for Chewy. So, congratulations, Chewy. You should compound that up to $300 and something thousand. Render is down 8.45% on the day. Render looks like it's got a little M going on here. Halfway point pullback. Are we going to get our bounce right here at 460? That'd be nice. Render's been an interesting one to watch. 475 is our support. If we can get back above that, I'd be happy. Otherwise, I'm looking for 432. Maybe some newly established support right at 450. 450 is going to be psychological, so here's what I'll do. I'll put a little halfway right here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll see if that bounces off of that. If it goes down further than 475, RSI is chilling. Momentum wave is looks really good. Polkadot is down 4.9% on the day. Looking for 459 support out of Polkadot if 475 doesn't hold. The blue line is just a trajectory, so that's not meant to be any kind of support or resistance. But we got a rejection off of 525. And we'll see if we get some support at 459. CAS is down 4.56% on the day. CAS doing the same thing that it did last time, the exact same thing, which leads me to believe that the rest of the market is doing something similar. This is a beautiful, like, symmetrical triangle. Let's see if we bust out of this bad boy and continue to the upside. CAS has been surprising me lately. Chewy said need to take more like 1/6 for taxes if you make 6 figures. I'll worry about that when I have 6 figures, Chewy. I'll give you a call. You'll know. Like, instead of the when I get rich, I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. When I get rich, I'm probably gonna tell everyone. Because I'm just that guy. I'm probably gonna get robbed, and then I'm gonna whine about it on the internet. It's gonna be a mess. But I'm fully prepared for that outcome. Look at that. I should have just waited to open up my long. I would literally be 2 days ahead right now. But I'm back to break even, so we're good. We're good. It's all good. Avalanche is down 6.61% on the day, finding some support at 2320. We'll see if that holds. We got some nice wicks, which means people are buying it up. We did have a confirmed red dot back here, which signaled some downside. We got to start playing these red dots, man. Red dot, downside. Red dot. Oh, that red dot sucked. That red dot was like a bottom. What the hell? So maybe don't rely on the first red dot. Let's just start making up rules now. We're not going to rely on the first red dot. This is also, now that this is forming, it kind of looks like a descending, I don't know, it's just a broadening wedge. Get rid of that. No, the whole thing. Interesting stuff. We'll see what happens with this. RSI is chilling. Momentum wave is almost oversold. See if we get a green dot, man. Chainlink is down 6.29%. Everything's down like the same amount. It's freaking me out. Chainlink's got a beautiful little M scenario going on. Let's see if we can form a little W and then continue to the upside. Big pullback on Chainlink would be 14.5. We'll see what happens. Currently trading 1593. If it holds above 1583, I'll be happy. Otherwise, we're looking for 1524 if it breaks that. OP is down 8.92% on the day. OP, beautiful range of between 76 and 92. Rejection, got some support at 84.6. Broke below that. Support at 76. Broke back above 84.6. Rejected at 94.2. Broke below 84.6. Broke below the purple trend line. Got a little bounce reaction off of 76.9, and then it broke below it. It's crazy. Crazy how much confluence You can identify weeks ahead of time just by looking at the price reactions. It's freaking me out. This is not something I've been doing for like 5 years. This confluence scenario like evolved as I started streaming. Look at all the volume here too. That looks beautiful. I like it. I like it. The RSI is chilling. The momentum wave is almost oversold. We got a potential swing to the upside coming for OP. That doesn't mean that's going to happen right now, though. The RSI still has plenty of room to go, and the momentum wave can stay down for quite some time. Look at it. It was down this whole time while the price just continued plummeting, so be careful. I'm getting a little overly excited, a little overly, maybe prematurely bullish, perhaps. Doge. Doge is interesting. This is almost like a wedge, isn't it? That's kind of a falling wedge. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but that's definitely a falling wedge. Doge is chilling at 21.78, holding above 21.65. If it breaks below that, look for 20, but I honestly, I would make the argument at this point for a little fake out, and then a break above, retest continuation with that falling wedge. Let's see what plays out. RSI is below the halfway point. Momentum wave is chilling. What would be cool is if we get another green dot, because that's just green dot, confirmed green dot, like 7 times out of 10 signals super duper upside, which is a lot of fun to trade. So we'll see what happens. Polygon Matic Pole down 5.98% on the day. Danced around 25.67. This has some like weird overhead resistance. So we'll see if we could break that eventually. That's going to be a big one down the road, I'm sure, because Polygon Matic Pole struggles with everything that it does. Can I make an argument? Yes, I can. Okay, so I would look for some support around 22.8, which is literally the halfway point in between 23 and 22. 23.8 and 22. So let's see if we get that. Otherwise, we're going down to 22 for sure. Where those wicks are indicative of some buys, though. We got buy wicks. Didn't take much right here. And that volume's increasing. It looks good. Momentum wave is reset. RSI is almost reset. The recipes are brewing on all of these charts for some potential reversal very quickly here. Not financial advice. Could happen at any moment. They might just be trapping some bears. Who knows, man? PPI came out today, and it was bullish. The results were bullish. NIR is down 5.77%, and this was the one where everyone was going to be like, oh my gosh, this is the tariff news. We're not going to see the effects until later. And so far, it's been beautiful. I don't know what idiots, what a-holes, trying not to swear, we're like, oh my gosh, this is the most bearish thing in the world. Tariffs are bearish. The economy is going to collapse, because now everyone's changing their tune. They're like, oh my gosh, gas is down and everything's cheaper? Wow. It's blowing everyone's mind. Tom Selleck's Goat said Powell comments were kind of bullish also. Exactly. My trade is now in profit 2%, guys. 2%. It has begun. Cheers to 5% compounding to over $250,000. I'm not going to lie, guys. If I get to 100K, I'm probably going to end the series. Probably going to end the series, buy a house, and then start from $50 again. I'm just saying. So don't get mad if that happens. Chili's is down 6.65% on the day. Chili's. This would have been so good for a trade. I'm really bummed that we didn't take this. And I'm going to forever make fun of myself saying that every single time. But we got a beautiful W. We got the M. We got the halfway point retest. The blast off. Our target literally hit. Chewy said, I thought Powell said beware of another supply shock. Yeah, Bitcoin supply shock. Powell knows what's up. He knows what he said. JJ's Baller Corner. Let's freaking go. Dremmer. I'm 2% away from my goal for the day. Which is pretty awesome. I'm going to let it ride. What's going on, Drummer, though? Giovanni said, I'm trying to sell my house. Like cheap? What if I gave you like a lifetime membership The JJ's cryptic corner. I would shoot the videos inside the house too. So there's that perk. I could shout you out every video. Jeffrey Dean said, would you be able to look at ZRO? Appreciate any insight. Thanks. Yes, I absolutely can, my good friend. But yeah, Chili's looking for a potential touch of 42-ish. We'll see what happens. Let's go take a look at ZRO. Giovanni said sold. You're legally obligated to fulfill that now. I hope you know. My lawyer is literally right here. I don't have anything. I was going to put on a button-up shirt, but that's too much. I'm JJ's lawyer. That's such a stupid bit. It's not even good. ZRO. All right, let's see. 286 right now. 284, I'm sorry. Chart doesn't look bad. You're chopping. I would call this accumulation. And, well, I don't know. So you had this lovely little range, and it broke up eventually, and now you're below it. What do I make of that? I would hope that it was in some kind of accumulation. It doesn't seem like any kind of rug or anything. The chart is just odd, for sure. There's not a lot of price action. You got big resistance, literally like right where it's at. I would go right here, maybe 3. Let's call it 3. Yeah. So 3 is going to be huge psychological and past price action, resistance, previous support, resistance. It cannot get above and hold above 3. That's going to be your main goal, is getting above and holding above 3. As of right now, your support 228, and then probably right here 284. So look for that. I'm sorry, 263. So if you're gonna, you do have some kind of horizontal support right here too, based on this. If you break below 280, then look for 262. It might not go all the way down there though. You might get a halfway point, like 270. Psychological numbers are going to be in play for sure. The wick to the downside is indicative of some buys. You do have a confirmed red dot up here though, which seems to be playing out just like the rest of the alts. You got selling pressure right here, buying pressure right here, buying pressure right here. You kind of, obviously you want the buying pressure to outweigh the selling pressure. RSI is in the process of resetting. Momentum wave is in the process of becoming oversold. You're kind of at a confliction point right now. You want to either see support and break above that $3 or some continued selling off, find support, and then establish a foundation and continue to the upside. Because right now, can't seem to catch a break. And you want to catch a break. You want to catch a break above 3 and continue. That's your biggest thing. So look for strength, look for support. Otherwise, it's the waiting game. Silver got a little bit pumpy today. MicroStrategy got a little bit dumpy today. DXY got a little bit choppy today. Nasdaq was pumpy most of the day. It closed the day green. So did the S&P. Looking good. The question now is, are we going to recouple to one of these fractals, or are we just going to break that previous, or break into new all-time highs eventually? 61.38. It's at 59.16. We're chilling. RSI on the 4-hour is overbought, so we do have to take that into consideration. The last time that happened, it seems to happen quite frequently, actually. Just kind of results in a little baby pullback. Jeffrey Dean said, thanks so much. Thank you for stopping by. Subscribe if you're new. Happy to have you every single day. If you want to stick around, we got the daily close contest coming up in approximately 5 minutes. There's a chance for you to win $15 to $100, or just bragging rights. But it's a lot of fun. Tell your friends about it, about the channel. It's a fun time. We are trying to compound trade our way to $1 million. Believe it or not. It seems undoable, or not doable, but how crazy would that be if we proved it? That'd be sick. Yeah, all I'm seeing is like some kind of range going on here. Is it a wedge? Sloppy. I don't like that break right there above. Let's do this. I hate doing it, but let's go off the wick. Maybe that's it. I actually don't hate that. We'll go off the wick up top, but we'll ignore this wick down here. We're allowed to cherry pick our patterns. Giovanni said that was me when you said that. I like the legally obligated joke. It just fits in like most places. When I ask people if they're Canadian and I tell them they're legally obligated to tell me, it's like the dumbest thing. Because like, why? Why would they be legally obligated? And why would I need to know that? And like, who would enforce that? Interpol? You know, are the Mounties going to show up and be like, you failed to disclose on this YouTube channel that you were a citizen of Canada. And we were watching. Every single Mountie in Canada is subscribed. That's why I have less than 1,000 subscribers. We are 30 subscribers away from 1,000, which is pretty sick. Oh, 29. What? That's crazy. Was that you, Jeffrey Dean? I loved you in The Walking Dead, by the way. All right, Bitcoin 103,854 and 27 cents. We got 3 minutes until the daily close contest commences. Very exciting stuff. I'm super stoked about this stinking contest. Contest? Competition? What do we call it? What are we calling it? Compound. It's a compound trading challenge. That's what we'll call it. It's just a challenge, you know what I mean? Let's go. We got Fontese and Jay Shear. Heck yeah. All right, so in case anyone's interested, this is the compound interest calculator. We just discovered this last night. We just discovered compound interest. Initial investment of $50. If you made 5% a day and compounded that daily, at the end of 6 months, you would have allegedly $368,143.46. That's insane. So, because we are also insane here, we're going to try it. Because why not? Giovanni said I haven't done my trade today yet. There's no rush. No rush at all. Don't my biggest lesson that I ever learned in trading is don't force a trade. If you got to skip a day, you got to skip a day. It's 50 days just put together. It doesn't mean 50 days in a row. We can just skip a day and not trade that day. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So as long as we get, it's not 50 days. I'm sorry. It's 6 months. Way more than 50 days. The daily close contest is getting ready to commence. We got less than 1 minute remaining, so let me get down to our 1 minute time frame and zoom in. In case anyone's new, you're trying to guess what you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be at the daily close. We only allow the first 12 entries, and the deadline is 7:55 p.m. EST. You cannot start guessing until 7:50 p.m. EST. And it is on the Binance Bitcoin USDT chart. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Dremmer said, what's the link for the calculator? Just Google compound interest calculator. It's thecalculatorsite.com. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody is new and they're unfamiliar with the rules, let me know. Closest without going over wins bragging rights. It is Price is Right rules as well. So if you're over by 1 penny, you still lose. Closest without going over gets bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $15. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, you win $100. Sometimes YouTube discriminates and won't post your chat. I don't know if they think it's a phone number or something. So you might have to put it like Dremmer put his with letters inside there, because YouTube thinks it's a phone number or something. I don't know. But just to make sure that it gets through, put some nonsense in between your numbers. I'm capable of reading letters and numbers and differentiating. We got Dremmer coming in with the first guess of 103,669.69. Nice. I think he beat Fahid. We got Fahid. Fahid's normally my first 69 with 103. Oh, that is Fahid's. Wow, I'm an idiot. 103,669.69. Nice. And then Dremmer was prior to Fahid. with 103.69657. See, you guys are starting to get psychological with me. My dyslexia mixed with my love for 69. I got all jumbled. We got Tom Selleck's GOAT with a guess of 103,600 even. We got Giovanni. Giovanni, in case you guys didn't know, works for Grey Goose Vodka. He is a representative for the alcoholic beverage company. 103,612,69. We got Chewy with a guess of 103,777,77. Very nice. I like that one. Lucky number. We got Tom Selleck's GOAT is changing his. Keep in mind, guys, the changes are at my discretion. So if you keep changing it, I might not honor it. 103,700 for Tom Selleck's GOAT. We got Jay Shear with a guess of 103,769,69. Nice. We got Brennan Hilgen. That is a sick name, by the way. That is a really cool name. I like that name. 103,701. We got Waterfly. 103,750 and 69 cents. Nice. Giovanni said, my fault. GOAT, I sent it. Saw yours after. Tom Selleck's GOAT said, the F, LOL. Now someone went one above me. We got Tom Selleck's GOAT. Brennan Hilgen. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, guys, what do we got? 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entries so far. 15 people watching. Don't forget to smash the like button while I apply some chapstick to my lips. Happy Thursday, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday's DCA day. And we don't have to work the next day, which is pretty sick. Because who the heck wants to work? Brennan Hilgen said, my bad, G. Didn't mean that. What do we got? Anybody changing? Anybody at all? Brennan Hilgen's... Oh, shit. My fucking knee. I just smashed my knee on the desk. It was right on the corner, too. Okay. It's all good. Just a silly contest anyway. Watch Brennan Hilgen win it. Like 100%. That would be crazy. Wouldn't that be ridiculous? All right, guys. This is it. What do we got? We got 22 seconds remaining on the clock for any guesses at all, any changes, anything. Anybody at all. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. 13 seconds remaining. After this, Cornerville Chad, which is our tier 3 channel member, has up to an additional minute to change your guess, or to submit a guess. And time's up. Giovanni said, silly contest. I live for this. Chewy said, Waterfly, every day I see you in here, I know you live another day. Oh, Philly came in a little too late, my good friend. I'm going to include it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to honor it. Philly. Because Philly's a cool dude. I like Philly. 103-669-71. Am I? Well, maybe not. Hold on. 669. Yep, I can't do it. Sorry, Philly. Sorry. If you weren't trying to screw over Fahid, I would have let it. I would have let it go. You are not a Cornerville Chad, my friend. You are not. I apologize. You are a channel member. You are not a tier 3 channel member, though. All right. Drummer said Philly post is before the cutoff on my screen. Interesting. Well, my screen is law. It is after the cutoff on mine. Dixie said, I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here now. I appreciate you for being here, Dixie. We can proceed. Yeah, Philly came in right afterwards on mine. Let me show you. Let me switch it to live chat. There you go. Philly came in right after, right there. I said time's up. Philly came in right afterwards, and he was trying to circumvent Fahid, so I'm not going to allow it. Apologize, Philly. It is what it is. I still love you. I still love you. You guys ever see that video with the crazy cry? The guy's like, meh. I would love to reenact that. That would be so great. I might have to do that. That'd be awesome. All right, let's see. What do we got for our guesses today? And we are fully sorted. We got 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin is currently trading at 103,735 and 22 cents. We got Chewy with a guess of 103,777 and 77 cents. J Shear 2.0 with 103,769.69. Waterfly with 103,750 and 69 cents. Brendan Hilgen with 103,701 even. Tom Selleck's Goat with 103,700 even. Dremmer with 103,696.57. Fahid with 103,669.69. Nice. And Giovanni Fontes with 103,612.69. Nice. Philly said, JJ, you said 24 seconds left, then immediately said time's up. There's a delay. There's a delay on the video. It is your responsibility to keep a clock, an atomic clock, if you will, and keep track of time that way. My chat is law. And rules are rules. Thank you for being here, Dixie, absolute legend. If you guys ever need anything coded, just casually mention it around Dixie, and he will like accidentally do it within like 24 hours and then give you access to it. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. He's like the Terminator, but Chat GPT. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's like, it's just weird. He just churns out code in like the oddest of ways. Billy said the delay isn't my fault. Well, it's not my fault either. Sheena Mac said, me too, late but here. All right, guys, we got 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Philly, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Jay Shear said, but I still love you. All right, at the moment, Bitcoin is 103,727 and 99 cents, which would make Brendan Hilgen in the lead. 103,728. We got 47 seconds remaining on the clock. 41 seconds left. 103,736 and 48 cents. Brendan Hilgen's still in the lead. We got to get above 750 or below 701 in order for it to be somebody else's game. This is it. This is the candle that determines the fate of our winner. 103,763. There it is. Waterfly is now in the lead. Very close to J Shear 2.0. 15 seconds left on the clock. Bullish or bearish? What's going to happen? 103,763 and 70 cents. 8 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close for Bitcoin, 103,763 and 71 cents, making Waterfly our winner. An epic comeback nobody saw coming. 103,763 and 71 cents. Let me just triple check. 103,763.71. Hell yeah. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Closest without going over. Waterfly wins bragging rights. $103,750 and 69 cents with an actual close of 103,763 and 71 cents. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Waterfly. The man, the myth, the legend, the Giga Chad. Cool. Drummer said, dude, what does mine say? Sweet. What does mine say? Dude. Guys, don't forget to spam the bananas. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Absolutely shredded it today. Let me add Waterfly to our Victor's Google Doc. I believe that might change Waterfly's rank. It's getting close, getting close. Waterfly is one of the higher ranking members of the contest at the moment for the year of 2025. Waterfly currently has 7 wins, slowly closing in on Hoffs, who is in 3rd place at the moment. The current rankings, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we got... Oh, actually, 1st place is Fahid and Tyler, tied again, followed by Hoffs with 12. Fahid and Tyler both have 17. Hoffs has 12. And I could be mistaken. Waterfly might be in 3rd now. I'd have to double check the table. But congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 103.750 and 69 cents and an actual daily close of 103.763 and 71 cents, Mr. Waterfly, on May 15th, 2025. His prize is a giant loaf of smoked bologna. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. This loaf is probably worth at the deli, if you were to slice it individually, a couple $100. So this is a big one. This is perhaps bigger than the JJ Gargantuan, and by JJ I mean Jimmy John's Gargantuan that Fahid won, which put him in 1st place momentarily until Tyler won again. And now they are spooning on the 1st place podium. So he said, JJ, you stink. Chewy, 11%. J Shear said, oh yeah. Nasty. What do you mean nasty? That's delicious. That works. It's smoked. Dude, I could inhale some bologna, man. You give me some bologna. Bologna, okay, bologna, like, in the package is fine. It's nice, like, easy, whatever. But, like, deli bologna? Ooh. Ooh. I fuck with some deli bologna. Like, hard. Smoked? I don't know if I've ever had smoked bologna. Is it all smoked? I have no idea. Congratulations, Waterfly. Enjoy your gigantic loaf of smoked bologna. You've earned it. Bitcoin currently trading at 103.808 and 54 cents. Absolutely killing it. Is that thing still up? I took it down, didn't I? Where's my live? There we go. All right. Sick. Tom Sox said, oh, I'll give you some bologna. Yeah, you can share it with friends. You can take it home. You can be selfish. You can feed it to some raccoons. You can feed it to your family. Do whatever the hell you want with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are up 4.73% on our trade. 4.99. 4.07. All right, I'll wait. I'm going to let it go a little bit above 5. We are looking good for the day. At the moment, the open is very, very tasty. Very exciting stuff. Chewy said, can you smoke my meat, Philly? Bitcoin 103.819 and 99 cents. Looking good. Waterfly said I would share with all here. Do you know how cool that would be? Instead of like a buffet table or whatever, if you just had like a deli guy just serving lunch meat, you know how quick we would all get gout? It's ridiculous. That's like the most manly shit I've ever heard of. Just give me an open bar and freshly sliced deli meats. That actually sounds pretty sick. That sounds like fun. Billy said, who remembers in primary school they used to serve turkey roll, deli meat watered down with bread? Ew. Dude, my school got in trouble a couple years after I graduated. When I was going to school, it was cool. We had like the regular food, the lunch food, which was like $2.25, I think, a day. Or you could pay like $5 or $6, I think it was, to like build your own sub. And it was delicious, dude. The sub lady was a freaking like a genius behind the meats, whatever you call it. And I would just build the same sub every single day. And we had a snack bar. So it was decent. There was like decent selection. Each lunch tray, if you just got the regular lunch, was like a full course meal. And I guess a couple years after I graduated, the students literally had to like contact the local news stations in like Detroit to like come up and investigate because they were being served, I'm not joking, a slice of bread with a slice of cheese, like a Kraft single, and their choice of condiment. And I was like, whoa. Like, I thought that the faculty kind of sucked when we went there, but wow. It got that bad? What happened? What the hell happened? The students were paying for lunch. I don't know. It was crazy. Blew my mind. I'm like, what is going on here? So, I don't know. It's just they apparently wiped out the entire administrative staff and like replaced them. The entire like everyone on the school board and everything. The teachers all got to stay because it wasn't their fault, but the administrative staff got like fired. It was crazy. Big controversy. I don't know. Blew my mind. Tom Selleck said market's going up now. Stocks overnight look pretty good. I would fart in Powell's mouth. That's disgusting. Chewy said somebody was pocketing the difference. 100%. What's crazy was my principal went on to become an insurance salesman, which I thought was pretty funny because he was kind of a fucking asshole when I went there. So it's pretty funny to like tell the principal that he's worthless and then for him to actually become worthless. I don't know. I got in trouble a lot in school, in case you guys weren't aware. All right, let's go through some. We got some news articles and stuff like that to go through, and then we got to do our portfolio updates. We got Coinbase reveals criminals target our customer support agents overseas. They used cash offers to convince a small group of insiders to copy data in our customer support tools for less than 1% of Coinbase monthly transaction users. What they got: name, address, phone, and email, last 4 digits of people's social security numbers, masked bank account numbers, and some bank account identifiers, government ID, account data, balance snapshot and transaction history, limited corporate data, including documents, trading materials, and communications available to support agents. That's freaking crazy. And I love how they were like, what they didn't get, like to try to convince you that it wasn't that big of a deal. And they kept saying the hacker. This is not a hack. This is an exploit because they want to hire the cheapest fucking customer support agents. This is why nobody likes centralized exchanges. This is a fucking joke. And they just joined the S&P 500. A couple days later, they got this shit going on? Get your shit together, Coinbase. Come on. Ridiculous. Jay Shear said, what a career change. He got tired of them damn kids. No, he got fired. He got fired. That whole faculty was so crooked. It was ridiculous. I think they knew it too. Next, we got JP Morgan says Bitcoin could outperform gold in the second half of 2025. What a surprise. I like how they always got to do the shorter time frames. They're like, gold is outperforming Bitcoin yesterday. And Peter Schiff is like freaking out. But if you look at it like from the beginning, from the dawn of time for each one, Bitcoin is just blowing past everything. What if I said, and an SEC investigation? What? For Coinbase? Coinbase data leak confirmed. Beware of social engineering scams to do with Coinbase. Make sure you guys always verify any. If you get any kind of email from Coinbase or somebody calls you or anything like that, say thank you, goodbye, hang up, verify it yourself. You can literally go to Coinbase, the official website, call them back, and ask them like, hey, do you need my fucking password for something? Because they will never ask you for that. But you can always call and confirm. Clearly, maybe calling them isn't a good idea because their customer service agents are fucking crooked as shit. Just be careful. You got to use your best judgment at this point. Social engineering is getting more and more sophisticated. This, however, was not a hack. This was an exploit. It was not a hack. They always use the word hack to kind of bury the concept of their negligence. It was not a hack. It was an exploit. They have cheap, probably underpaid, completely unqualified customer service agents that have access to confidential information. They should not have any access to your government ID. Are you fucking crazy? That's insane to me. Tom Selleck said, been getting spam texts from fake Coinbase for the last couple of weeks. I would also fart in Brian Armstrong's mouth. Brian Armstrong looks like a fart. Watcher Guru, Twitter founder Jack Dorsey says small businesses can be their own bank using Bitcoin. Is this what I look like? He looks He looks like the guy in the trailer park that you know always has Coke, but like you're afraid to buy from him because he's kind of mean and he like judges you for buying Coke and acts like he's better than you because you buy Coke from him, but he like does Coke all the time. You know what I mean? That's just the vibe that I get from him. Chewy said Coinbase got hacked. Stop, Chewy, stop it. Stop it. Here we go. We're so close. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's so close. 4.46. 4.2. I'm going to leave it. Is money safe? Funds are safe. Yes. President Trump says that his Middle East trip could bring in $10 trillion in potential investments. That's freaking epic. Let's go. President Trump says India has offered 0 tariffs on U.S. goods. Let's freaking go. Coinbase declines paying $20 million ransom demand following bribery attempt on rogue overseas support agents. This couldn't have come at a better time. Honestly, if they would have done this before the S&P 500 news, because Coinbase had to have known they were going to be added to the S&P 500. If they would have done it right before, they might have gotten paid. 20 million is a little much, but if they would have like gotten in contact with Brian Armstrong personally and been like, "Hey, you send me $1 million, forget this ever happened," they might have actually gotten paid. Maybe I'm crazy. There's no way of them to know that there was a timeline like that, though. Dream Tanks TV said, "Is Seifu? I don't know." Waterfly said, "When take over Canada?" Probably when somebody dethrones Fahid. He's been like holding first place for freaking ages now. We got Coinbase declines paying. We read that already. MoonPay partners with MasterCard to enable stablecoin payments and spending at 150 million global businesses. Let's freaking go. More crypto debit cards, please. I love that. I love it. It's my favorite way to take profits. We got U.S. core PPI falls to 2.4%, lower than expectations. Let's ask Grok if that is bullish. Is lower PPI bullish? Lower PPI can be bullish for markets, but it depends on the context. Lower than expected signals reduce inflationary pressure at the producer level. Let's freaking go. Powell, eat shit. Ooh, inflation and tariffs. Clearly, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. We got BlackRock CEO Larry Fink now saying the strength of the entire financial system is safe and sound. Ladies and gentlemen, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says funds are safeu. And I have 6.04% on the portfolio for the contest, which I'm now going to close as soon as I save this funny picture of Patrick Starr. Closed. 6.82%. Locked in. Let's freaking go. Let me go post this in the Discord. Day 1 is done. Shane Max said, "JJ, did you see my SNEK stickers?" Thank you, by the way. You got your SNEK stickers. Let's freaking go. I've been really picky about where I've stuck one so far. And I have the other ones on me at all times just in case I find a good spot. I don't want to stick them somewhere where they're going to get peeled off immediately. You know what I mean? But I also, like, I got to get them out there. I've been trying at every drive-thru I go to, I chicken out because I feel like they can see me. And I don't want to get to the window and then be like, "What did you put on our thing?" And I'm going to be like, "I don't know, I'm sorry." And then just drive away after paying. That's super cringy. All right, let's see. Day 1 complete. We've exceeded expectations. If you guys are interested in joining along observationally the compound trading contest challenge, whatever you want to call it, Discord is linked in the description down below. We closed a 10x, which is higher than I normally do, with 6.56% profit. This is initial, starting with $50. So we are on our way to 300K. Let's see how long it takes, or if it's even possible. Like I said, though, if I get to 100K, I might just call it and start over. Shanamax said, "What Discord?" It's in the description of the video. If you go in the description, it's separate from the one that we're in because I didn't want to clog up the feed with all my channel stuff. So, link is right here. This is gonna be my channel Discord, I suppose, but I think that we should probably still hang out in Hoff's Discord because that's where everybody's at. That's where the people be. That is the place to chill. Bitcoin looking beautiful, 103, 837, and 842 and 89 cents. Let's continue. We got Qatar Wealth Fund plans to invest $500 billion in the United States. Hell yeah. UAE to invest $1.4 trillion in the United States over the next 10 years. Absolute freaking legends. Let's go. I didn't know that Trump met with Franco. That's crazy. Is that weird? Does that mean? It looks kind of like Franco. We got Russia's central bank reports Bitcoin as the top performing investment in 2025. This one was important to me. I wanted to read this. I started with $200, ran it up to $250,000, and was left with $8,000 after Luna collapse. This cycle, I ran that up to $5 million, and now round-tripped back to $300K. Never been more depressed and financially insecure. So this dude started with $200, is currently at $300K, and he's depressed. That is the epitome of money can't buy happiness. However, this is also a great lesson in greed and taking profit. If you ever, not financial advice, if for whatever crazy psychopathic reason you reach $5 million, you should probably take $1 million off the table. At the very least, pay yourself 20%. Please, please, please. If you lose the rest, you can at least say, I turned $200 into $1 million. I'm just saying. Drummer said I got stacks of stickers. Let me know if you want some. Oh, dude, hook it up. Let's go. Look at that. Bitcoin is flying. I don't want to overdo it with the trading. I'm going to leave it. I'm happy. I got to set up a different thing now so that I can just trade on my own. The contest is by itself. What if I said it's a devil's den, Shane? JJ, go look at syrup. How do I look at syrup? Like, is there a coin called syrup? Is that what you're talking about? Like the market cap of syrup? Whoa! Oh my gosh! Damn, we should start making syrup. Start a syrup farm. Can we tokenize a syrup farm? Dixie said, Dong has so many stickers for you. They in the mail. Oh, we will see about that, Dixie. Zach has told me several times. I've been stood up, guys. I've been stood up by Dong. I was told stickers were on their way. And they are not. And there's a conspiracy to make my dong small, which has been addressed. Tariff syrup. Not tariff syrup. Oh no. Dude, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, you know how sick it would be, like, post tariffs to like have like goods from other countries. You're like, ooh, I got this fucking lumber. I got this lumber from Canada, pre-tariff lumber that I'll give to you for whatever fucking like 50% discount. Because let's say you're paying like fucking $100 for a sheet of fucking plywood from Canada after tariffs. I'll sell you my sheet of plywood for $50, even though I only paid like fucking $12 for it. You know what I mean? That's funny. That's funny stuff. I think my favorite part so far was Apple just flying in fucking 3 airplanes full of iPhones. That shit cracks me up. Why did they just have that many iPhones? That's crazy. What the fuck? They just have those sitting around somewhere? They just have planes full of iPhones. And you're not going to tell me that those pilots don't go back there and be like, oh, my daughter, my aunt, my mom, and they grab like fucking 15 iPhones. And then they're like, the order's a little late. They're like, I don't know. Maybe TSA? Shinamax said, Dixie, I'll take yours. Tariffs, dude, syrup going crazy is hilarious. That's actually funny as fuck. Look at the volume is weird too. We got a confirmed red dot. I don't even know how to price that, how to chart this. There's some gaps down here. Do you think those gaps are going to fill? April 18th, 2025, they started tracking the market cap of syrup? Is this a tradable thing? Or is this is a coin? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. This is a coin called syrup? Wonderfly, what are you on to? I'm so confused right now. Alright, let's get back into it. Bitcoin looking great. Congratulations, Waterfly, by the way, on your victory. Enjoy your bologna. More news. We got our confession that we read. Take profit. Make sure you guys pay yourselves. Not financial advice. Michael Burry. This one cracked me up. Michael Burry didn't just trim his longs. He loaded up on puts. He's betting against NVIDIA, 900,000 shares. Baba, PDD, apparently JD Vance, Bidu, China, and TCOM. Nearly 50% of his portfolio is in a short on NVIDIA alone. The big bear is back. This guy has had bad take after bad take. He's literally, I'm not going to lie, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that a-hole. Michael Burry, if you see this, I would love to interview you. As a salesman, I think that you're the GOAT. But I think you kind of suck at trading. I'm sorry. I'm being brutally honest. Like I hope you would be. Tell me how shitty my YouTube channel is, please. Because that would be great publicity. Alex Becker said big old money that doesn't sell is buying ETH and Bitcoin in $100 million clips. I don't see how people are expecting big juicy dips here. These are giant magnum dong diamond hands buying. You had 4 months to buy. We go up now. I'm going to repost that later. Saudi Arabia is buying Bitcoin. Very cool. And this last one, the CEO of Coinbase has rejected a $20 million ransom demand. He then placed a $20 million reward to find the cyber criminals behind it. This is the best way to go about this, to be completely honest. Because if I pay the criminal $20 million, as let's say I'm Brian Armstrong, I pay the criminal $20 million, what's he going to do? Be like, okay, I deleted all of the data, I promise. I promise you I deleted it and I have no copies hidden in unknown locations. I promise you. And then a month later, they're like, listen, I needed a couple million more. Otherwise, I'm going to release this. I lied to you. If he pays somebody to find the criminal, then he can circumvent any future issues. Does that make sense? You got that Lex Luthor brain is churning, and he's now looking for some justice. Anyways, quick update on our little portfolio venture. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is down 67 cents, which is not good. This is the first time it's been in the red for quite some time. Actually, yeah, for a solid week-ish. Damn. Currently being held up by Render, Fetch, Sol, ADA, and Ondo, being dragged down by Shib, Near, Proppy, Doge, and Aptos. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is still in profit, $117. Looking good. SNEK is still at the bottom of this bad boy, and it is negative $40. Doge is also negative, and so is GigaChad. Pepe is in profit, $76, and WIF is in profit, $97. Looking good. And then last but not least, my favorite, the narrative portfolio, is still in profit, $202.82. This bad boy is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one gaming coin, one real world asset coin, and one decentralized physical infrastructure coin. Very easy to make your own. It can be completely different coins too. Just go to CoinMarketCap, select the categories, pick one of the coins in the top 5, top 10. That's exactly what we did. And it's shredding. It's absolutely killing it. Temmie T said alts are down. Alts are down on the day relative to their current local highs. But their charts are green since the daily close, which is nice. That's what we like to see. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory. I want to play around with the compound interest calculator again. Let's say we do 5% daily. Let's say we do 6% daily. Let's say we only do it for 4 months. Okay, 60K? 4 months? What about 5 months? What does 5 months get us? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. What if I do, can I do 4.5? No. Dang it. Well, what if we did 4% for 6 months? Okay. Interesting. What if we did 4.5? 4.5. That's probably going to be it. The second I hit 100K, I'm out. I'm starting over again. If I hit 150, even better. I'll take 100K out, leave 50 on the table to play with. It's going to be a fun time. So we are at the top of our range, so exercise caution here, guys. Beware. I don't know if Bitcoin's going to break this. I don't know if this is even relevant. It does look like a pretty decent structure, if I'm being completely honest. We had an ascending broadening wedge. We broke bullish, which is incredibly bullish, by the way. When you break an ascending broadening wedge, retested. So it had a range. It was in an ascending range, broke below to establish an ascending broadening wedge, and then came back above into the range, retested, broke through, no problem, and hit all-time highs, or local highs, not all-time highs. And right now we're kind of ranging down, wedging down, if you will. Let's see where we end up. I like this so far, though. I do. All right, let's see, 8:30. I'm gonna call it. If you guys are interested in following along the compound interest challenge, the link is in the description for the Discord. Let me pull it up, actually. All right, yeah. Link is in the description right here to join the Discord. If you guys want to sign up for leverage trading, exercise caution, but we got Bitunix and Ourbit. Treat it like gambling. For real, like, be careful. Other than that, I think we went through everything. Portfolio, compound interest calculator. Let's refresh your liquidation heat map now that we got our daily close. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory as well. Let's see where liquidations sit. Don't forget to smash the like button as well. I appreciate all you guys for joining me. Absolute legends, every last one of you. We got 102,865. Okay, that's exactly where that's at. 102,144. Is that where this one is? Yep. And then 104,146. Yes, and then 104,866. Yep. Liquidations are the same. So, congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the link in the description to join the Discord and follow along the compound trading challenge. It's going to be a fun time. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow's DCA day. Should be a fun time. And good night.